Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of Eye on Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Good morning. It's Thursday, August 9th, 2018. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Good news out of Annapolis. Annapolis Police have arrested Nelson Poston, 15, of Annapolis, and Kareem Davis, 17, of Washington, D.C., in the shooting of the security guard at the Safeway supermarket 2 nights ago. Both were arrested at a home in Annapolis without incident, and they are being held at the Jennifer Road detention centers. They are both charged with attempted first-degree murder and other related charges. Detectives believe that the two encountered another group of male suspects, and Poston took out the handgun and began shooting at them. It's not clear if Davis or the other group were armed, but Poston and Davis started to run, and when they ran past the security guard, Poston turned the guard's direction and fired at him, grazing his chest. Annapolis City Police Chief Scott Baker said, "We work very hard every day to keep people safe in our city. When a 15-year-old is the alleged shooter, it shows that we, meaning all of us, have more work to do. With that being said, we will work tirelessly to put people in jail who commit these senseless acts. This is an ongoing investigation, and if anybody has any information, they are encouraged to contact the Annapolis Police Department and Detective Chuck Bielfeld at 443-986-5561. Gubernatorial candidate Ben Jealous put his foot in his mouth yesterday. He held a press conference up in Towson to announce the endorsements of Baltimore County Executive Don Moeller as well as Congressman John Sarbanes. When asked by Aaron Cox of the Washington Post whether he identified with the term socialist, well, this is what he said.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but do you identify with the term socialist?
Are you fucking kidding me? Is that a fine point? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
And in a tweet a little bit later on in the day, Jealous did send out an apology to Aaron at the Post, and he said, "I want to apologize to at Aaron the Post for my inappropriate language in response to her question earlier today. As a former journalist, I know how important it is for a free society to respect reporters and to answer their questions honestly." Aaron Cox did reply to that tweet saying that she understood that Jealous was not cursing at her. I don't envy the Capitol. First, they're going to have to report on the trial of a gunman that shot up their own newsroom, and now they are reporting that their parent company, Tronc, is likely in negotiations to sell all of the newspaper holdings to a private equity firm. Sources have said that there is a bid between $19 and $20 per share, which is about a third premium over the $14.77 stock's closing price. Tronc has not made any comment on this because they are going to be releasing their second quarter earnings a little bit later on today. Politico did report in July that there is the possibility of an additional offer for the company from a private equity firm. Last month, Tronc laid off half of the editorial staff at the Daily News in New York, as well as 100% of the photographer staff, claiming it was a cost-cutting move. So not sure what's going to be happening with the Capital Gazette, as that is obviously a subsidiary of the Baltimore Sun and Tronc. Cool new festival up in Baltimore. You want to mark these dates on your calendar, October 6th and 7th. It'll be the first International Edgar Allan Poe Festival and Awards. It's a free 2-day outdoor festival. It's going to take place in Baltimore on the 169th anniversary of Poe's death. It will feature Poe-themed performances and art, vendors, food, and aims to celebrate Poe's influence on the arts. The Edgar Allan Poe House and Museum, as well as a Baltimore developer, La Cité Development, will host the event. And La Cité is developing a new Center West, which is located near the Poe House. Proceeds from the event will go to the Poe House and Museum and Poe Baltimore. So save those dates, October 6th and 7th. That is about it for the top news today. Make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net for all the news throughout the day, because we do update it throughout the day. It is Thursday, so of course we have Trevor and his Maker Minutes. And as always, George Young with your local DMV weather coming up right after this brief message from Kegs and Corks.
Don't miss the best event of the summer. Come out Saturday, August 18th for the Kegs and Corks Festival at the Anne Arundel County Fairgrounds. Get tickets now at kegsandcorksfest.com to begin the party at noon instead of 1 with early access tickets. Tickets benefit the Special Olympics of Maryland and include a souvenir glass, unlimited wine and beer samples, plus live music all day, including headliner Kristen and the Noise. Enjoy over 80 Maryland wines, 40 craft beers, incredible food, and more. Go now to kegsandcorksfest.com.
This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, August 9th. So not quite as hot and humid as the past few days, but it'll still be very August-like outside with sunshine and temps 85 to 92 and a very small chance of a PM shower or storm as a cold front technically moves through the region late in the day, although not much cooler cold air to speak of will be associated with the front. Pretty much the same exact setup for Friday with more sun and temps upper 80s to around 90. And then another frontal boundary gets stuck in the eastern United States for several days, and low pressure moves along the boundary, bringing rain that could ultimately exceed 3 inches or more by the time next Wednesday or Thursday rolls around. Yes, people, we are almost officially living in a rainforest, and Annapolis is effectively situated on the banks of the new Amazon. River, that is, not second global headquarters. Okay, that's it for today. Be sure to download our free weather app by searching the Apple App Store or Google Play Store for DC MDVA weather so you can track all of the storms on our Max Map radar tool and also get timely updates via push notifications regarding the rain and any severe weather that breaks out. And be sure to follow us on our website at dmvweather.com or on Facebook or Twitter so you can always stay weather informed. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there, but remember, whatever the weather outside, have fun and be safe.
Hello, I'm Jay Perman, President of the University of Maryland, Baltimore. We are proud to partner with the Office of County Executive Steve Shue, the Department of Health, and Leadership Anne Arundel to educate doctors about how to stop heroin addiction before it starts. Go to aacounty.org/heroin to learn more about how you can stop addiction.
This is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. This coming week's County Fair offering, starting tomorrow and running all next week, is the Montgomery County Fair in Gaithersburg, the largest agricultural fair in Maryland. Reston, Virginia is a bit of a road trip, but on Saturday is their second annual Reston Cardboard Boat Regatta, sponsored by the Nova Labs and Nova Maker Fair. Check out all the creative cardboard watercraft that people create. Also Saturday, and a little bit of a road trip, is the National Clustered Spires High Wheel Race in Frederick. High wheel bicycles, also known as penny farthing bikes, are the oldie-timey bikes with the giant front wheel and tiny rear wheel. In this race, competitors from all over the U.S., England, Canada, and Sweden will compete. Last year, Sweden won, and their champion is returning this year. This is a one-of-a-kind event and the only high wheel race of its kind in the U.S. Also Saturday, at the Benjamin Banneker Historical Park and Museum in Ellicott City, an expert basket maker leads a special shaker basket workshop on how to make cat's head baskets. Sunday in St. Michael's is Waterman's Appreciation Day. Celebrate everything Chesapeake. Event includes a Waterman's Rodeo docking contest, live music, steamed crabs, beer, and other food and drink. Every year from July 17th to August 24th is the Perseid meteor shower. This Sunday night will be the peak, with a thin crescent moon setting early. If the clouds and weather cooperate, it'll be the best night to view them. During its peak, it averages roughly 60 meteors per hour. One great place to check it out is at the Howard County Conservancy in Woodstock, Maryland, just past Ellicott City. Tuesday, the Pongos Learning Lab and Coders Kids Club in Crofton is having a cosplay club planning meeting. Tomorrow night at the Clay Bakers in Annapolis is Kids Night Out, Project and Movie. Drop the kids off with Clay Bakers for this monthly event. They'll be supervised by a staff member to paint, eat pizza, and watch a movie. Kids Night Out is the second Friday of every month. Also at Clay Bakers, both Sunday and next Wednesday, they have workshops making hand-molded clay autumn leaves. At the Anne Arundel County Public Library System this week, Saturday at the Deal Library is the monthly SoCo Grow Upcyclers Workshop. This month they'll be doing a vertical window farm. It may be hot outside, but they're planning ahead for a winter garden. Grow leafy greens and herbs indoors with a vertical garden using plastic water bottles. Bring matching bottles and a saw if you have them. And at both the Crofton Library and the Servana Park Library on Monday, there'll be Minecraft events. And lastly, at the Odenton Library on Tuesday is ArtBots. Build your own robot with materials provided and let it create your next masterpiece. Registration is required. Sunday at Unallocated Space in Severn is Analog Gaming Sunday. Bring your favorite board game and card games. And at Annapolis Makerspace this week, tonight is Basics of Electronics with Tom, getting back to basics on electronic components and circuit design. Monday nights are woodworking night, and Tuesday is our rescheduled Fusion 360 workshop. So if you're interested in learning 3D design using Fusion 360, Tuesday would be the night to come out. And as always, you can catch me tonight and every Thursday night at Annapolis Makerspace on Renard Court for Electronics Night. I'll be posting links to these events on the Annapolis Makerspace website at makeannapolis.org sometime today. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
September 29th, the inaugural Twist and Stout Festival at Quiet Waters Park along the shores of the South River. Twist and Stout, a Maryland wine, craft beer, music, food, and arts festival, presented by the Anne Arundel County Department of Recreation and Parks, along with the Maryland Wineries Association. Sample dozens of craft beers and Maryland wines, dance the afternoon away to the sounds of Saved by Zero and the Groove Spot Band. Watch the plein air painters and shop dozens of artisans, crafters, and food trucks. Tickets are on sale now at twistandstout.org. TWISTANDSTOUT.org. September 29th, Twist and Stout at Quiet Waters Park, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets at twistandstout.org. Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.